Taste of Country Nights with Evan Paul on demand, season 2, episode 29 with Dasha. What's up with the guy you wrote Austin about? Like, what's he doing now?
Like, I think he's chilling. I don't think he really cares that much. Because, like, I'm not, like, throwing his name out there. You know, like, no one knows who it's about. Because that's just rude. But I wish him the best. Great guy. I just, like, don't need him in my life.
What happened?
Well, the whole song Austin is, like, a made-up version. It's a very exaggerated version of it, obviously. That's usually what happens with songwriting.
And we get into more detail about this guy. Turns out she might be a little bit bitter about the situation still. We had a good time talking with Dasha about this song that she has out called Austin and a whole lot more. This is a girl that y'all need to watch out for. She's a force in country music. She's on the come up. We had a great time speaking with her. You can listen back to past interviews we've had recently. We had Jason Aldean on the show, Kelsea Ballerini, Brantley Gilbert, Dylan Scott. They're all there. Just search for Taste of Country Nights on demand wherever you get your favorite podcasts. This podcast is part of the Town Square Media Podcast Network. Awesome. Taste of Country here. We're hanging out with, is it Dasha or Dasha?
It's Dasha, and I appreciate you asking, because people mess it up.
I didn't want to get like 10 minutes deep and be like, because I don't know. I've heard it differently.
Yeah, okay. I know. Yeah, it's Dasha. People just call me Dash.
And that's your middle name?
It is my middle name.
Okay,
yeah.
I like it. What were your parents? How'd they come up with that?
My parents are kind of hippies. My aunt called, I wasn't born till 3 weeks after I was, or named till 3 weeks after I was born. My aunt called my parents and was like, hey, what about the name Dash? They're like, oh, we like that, but I want to name my kid a verb. So they put an A at the end, Dasha, because technically it's like a Russian name, like Dasha. So we're pronouncing it right, but we Americanized it a bit. So
wow,
Dasha.
Cool. What was your name before the 3 weeks?
Baby. I was a little baby for 3 weeks.
That's cute.
Yeah, because my parents wanted to like feel my vibe out, which is valid.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I feel like that would be a good stage name as well.
Exactly.
What has shocked you most about the success of Austin?
I think just the sheer velocity of this rocket ship we're on right now has really blown my mind. I mean, when I wrote Austin, I knew it was going to do something because I was like, this is just way too catchy, like, period. Like, what's it going to do? And I was kind of starting this whole new chapter, and I just had a really good feeling about it. But seeing what it did has been the craziest thing ever because it's just day after day, crazier news is coming in. It's like, how is this still going? It's blowing my mind. Does
the guy that it's about know that it's about him?
He's fully aware it's about him. Okay. Yes. I haven't heard a peep from him in probably over a year.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. And so the song goes viral and you don't hear a word from the dude?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's almost like...
I know.
I mean, that's almost like he's almost like
he's probably like damn, you know, which is the reaction I want.
Is he okay? I mean, I'm saying like welfare.
He's
check
like
him.
fully has a new girlfriend, so like I think he's chilling. I don't think he really cares that much because like I'm not like throwing his name out there, you know, like no one knows who it's about because that's just rude. But I wish him the best. Great guy. I just like don't need him in my life.
What happened?
Well. The whole song Austin is like a made-up version. It's a very exaggerated version of it, obviously. That's usually what happens with songwriting. I mean, we had like a 1.5-year situationship. You know what a situationship is? Yeah. So like you're not dating, but basically you're dating. And he really took the not dating part pretty seriously. So if you know what I mean. Free will on that one. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
So but we moved on.
You've moved on, right?
Yes, I've very much moved on.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there an artist in country that specifically opened the door for you? Has anyone like hit you up and been like, I want to help you out?
Keith Urban did. Yeah, I performed with him during at Spotify House during CMA Fest, and he has been. I mean, getting that text from him that day was like. It was like, hey, Dash. He's called me D, actually. Hey, D, it's Keith, in parentheses, Urban. And I was like, no, I know who you are. Like, all good on the last name there, humble king. What? It was funny. But
was it a blue text or a green text?
It was a blue text. He wouldn't have an Android. Come on. Keith is way too cool for that. Don't say that.
I mean, he's a dad. I don't know. He's from another country.
He's cool.
Right?
That's true. He's fair. No, Keith has been super great and so supportive. And he was just really excited to play Austin and seeing him up there like ripping on guitar on it, I was like, that's why you wanted to play the song, because you wanted to like rip the guitar on it. It was so fun.
He actually, so he was a big fan of Breland. It seems like he has the finger on the pulse of what's next.
Keith knows what's up. He's very musical, and his taste is so like refined. I don't know. He's also just such a good guy and understands the music business so well, and has so much joy for it still, which is hard when you've been doing this for so long. And like, so when I met him and we got to hang out at rehearsal for when we played Austin together, I was just like, wow, I really respect this man and like who he is as a musician and artist and a family man. And he's just a great guy, honestly.
What about, okay, let's talk like there's a big surge of females in country music. Who is your favorite?
I mean, I have a ton of favorites. That new song with Ella Langley, she's so cool. I've been like stalking your page. I'm like, this girl knows what's up. She's great. Avery Anna. Okay. If you know her. Yeah. Okay, Avery Anna's awesome. We're both at Warner together. Megan Maroney's been killing it. There's a lot of girls that are just killing the songwriting game, specifically more than the guys, I must say. So
that's all. Okay. Yeah. I mean, hey, facts are facts.
Facts are facts.
I recently asked that question to another artist, and your name came up.
Really?
It wasn't one of the artists you named, so now you have to add.
Oh my God! Wait, hold on. Let me think. I was just thinking of a couple. Wait, who was it?
I mean, go ahead. You told me to hold on.
Well, the girls that I love, like I love Kelsea. Oh my God, I'm obsessed with Kelsea.
Okay.
Is that it? I know Kelsea said what's up in an interview the other day.
So Kelsea Ballerini, now that you got some success under your belt, who are you excited about as a new artist that's coming up?
I love Dasha. Aww. I think she's like having this really cool moment right now.
And here is who Kelsea was talking.
Oh, Kelsey's the best.
Yeah, have you met her?
Yeah, she's been another of the artists that has been arms wide open, just so supportive towards me and my music, and kind of like big sister roles. I've seen her at all the award shows, and we've gotten to kind of hang out outside that a few times, and she's just been like such an angel.
Any plans to write with her?
I hope so.
Okay.
I sure hope so. I would love to do a song with her. Absolutely. That'll probably happen.
Who'd you listen to growing up?
Growing up, I was a big fan of Casey Musgraves. Her songwriting style was the first style that like piqued my ears up with country music. I just love that you could like hear her lyrics like a movie in your head. You know, you could just see it like a film. And I was like, "Ooh, I want to write lyrics like that."
Which one? Was there a particular song?
It was the whole Same Trailer, Different Park album. So I was like 11, 12 when that came out, and I was like, "Damn, I want to write like this. Like this is sick." Dolly Parton has always been a big inspiration. John Party, my fellow Californian.
Nice.
Keith Urban as a kid. So that's why that was so crazy. Taylor Swift early on, Dolly Parton, I already said Dolly. There's just been like a lot of cool country people that have ignited my songwriting love, because that's where it all came from.
Have you gotten to meet any of the other ones?
No.
Okay.
I haven't.
Okay. We got to set that up.
Haven't yet. Yeah.
We saw that you're touring a ton.
Yeah.
Like you're everywhere.
Tour has started.
How do you have time to like be here or like eat dinner?
You caught me on my day off. This is actually my day off. You're welcome.
I'm sorry about that.
No, you're welcome.
What would you normally be doing?
I'm sleeping right now. Okay. It is 9 a.m. So like yeah.
What's on your tour rider?
My tour rider, okay, Chomps, beef sticks. I'm a big beef stick girly. Usually we do like a veggie platter to get the veggie balance in. I've put on my rider, actually, please include like a local yummy, like something yummy. I can't eat dairy or gluten, so it's kind of restricting, but I'm just like, find something delish. Like I love eating random new things.
Oh, that's cool. So like here would be like gluten-free hot chicken or something.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, that sounds so good. Do they make that here?
I'm sure. I mean,
I need gluten-free hot chicken. I've been like deprived of hot chicken ever since I stopped eating gluten, because you can't find it anywhere. It's so frustrating.
Now, do you have celiac or
no? I'm just like, it hurts my tummy.
I mean, it
just gives me tummy aches.
That's celiac.
I'm not gonna die if I eat it. Isn't that celiac?
No.
I don't know. I don't know anything.
I think you might. I mean, I'm no doctor, but my wife has it. I mean, it hurt when she eats gluten. It hurts her tummy.
Yeah.
Does she have an EpiPen
though? Because that's when it's. See, Actually, I don't know if
Dog.
that's even true.
Do you have an EpiPen?
No, I don't have an EpiPen.
No, you don't need an EpiPen. If you have celiacs, you just get like your stomach hurts for like a little bit, and then like you're good the next day.
Okay,
or a
I
couple
have
hours.
celiac disease. Are you happy? Is that what you want?
Did you never have that diagnosed? Okay, all right.
You diagnosed me. This is good.
This is awesome. All right.
Okay.
I mean, all right. I mean, so just watch what you eat and don't let your foods get contaminated.
I won't. I promise. I'm pretty good at it.
Chick-fil-A doesn't use contaminate their fries.
Really?
So
well,
you can-
contamination doesn't bug me.
Cross-contamination.
Yeah.
Okay, because you get
kinda-
Chick-fil-A fries.
I'd be cross-contaminated all the time.
Well, then maybe you don't have celiac.
See, I don't think I have celiac.
All right. Well, you know.
I'm glad we got to that point.
When you think about artists like that were in pop, you did some stuff in pop, crossing over to country.
Yeah.
What do you think differentiates you from the ones that didn't have success? There's a lot that have fallen flat on their face. You, in your first release, are having success. What's the difference?
I think what happens in country music is people fall into the mundane and they see what works and they just keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, the same cover art, the same production, the same concept for a song, and you're just beating a dead horse. And I think country needed a breath of fresh air so badly. And I think me coming in with who I am and my song just kind of, smacked it on the bum a little bit there and ignited people. At least that's what I've seen just through, these past few months and kind of doing the damn thing. It's been really cool seeing how the reaction to Austin, because people are like, this is new. And also I think it's bringing a lot of like non-country fans into the country world being like, oh, country can also sound like this.
Yeah.
This is great. I want to know what else is out there,
It is. Yeah, it is. Have you met any of the other artists that like Jelly Roll or Post Malone?
Mm-hmm. Jelly and Post, yeah.
Oh, let's hear it.
So I met Jelly. CMT Awards. Our trailers were next to each other. I walk on my trailer, about to walk the red carpet. I had that like long cheetah dress on, and I was like going out of the trailer with my heels on, and his bodyguard was smoking like this fat blunt outside. And I literally was like, God, I want to hit that so bad. But I was like, I can't right now. My eyes can't be red for the carpet. And so I was like, oh, what's up? We said, what's up? And then Jelly walks out, and I was like, oh my God, hey. And so we talked for a second. Jelly is so kind, and his heart is so big. I saw him also after I played the Nissan Stadium. I like ran into him, and he was just being like, dude, I played my first stadium last year. It was crazy. Like, you're on fire. Just keep going. And he's just such a supporter. He just wants good people to win. And I really like that mentality. So he's a really great guy. And then Post Malone was at the ACM Awards after we all just kind of like went to the trailers and like played beer pong and drank and vibed out.
Was there like Jason Aldean there? Like more?
So that was the after party. It was Post and Jason Aldean and Jelly and who else was playing beer pong?
Oh, I don't know.
And Kane Brown, thank you. And Kane Brown. And I was sitting right next to Post on the bench right there. So it was just like such a fun night. He's such a great guy. He's cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I bumped into him and I was like, hey, I'm Dasha. And he's like, hey, I'm Austin. I was like, yeah, I have a song called Austin. He's like, yeah, I know. And I was like, sick. This is sick. Because I'm such a Post fan. Like his early shit. Like I can't cuss.
You're good.
But he's just, once again, his songwriting and his attitude, and he's so himself in his artistry, which is the hardest thing as an artist to do is be yourself. And I know it sounds really stupid, but there's so many voices all the time that it's so hard to block everything out and be like, no, I believe in myself enough and I'm going to be exactly like this. He's the master at that. And I like really look up to him in that way. And I want to get more like that in my music and my artistry.
I'm in.
Yeah.
That's how he introduces himself as Austin?
Yeah. That's his name.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder if he does that to everybody or just fellow people in the industry.
I don't know.
Dang.
Off the stock.
Get him in here. Yeah. Were you worried about like your reception into country music?
I was, honestly. I was, just because they're like, this California girl, like, what is she doing making country all of a sudden? And because they didn't know my backstory of like growing up on country and like that's all I wrote and me being obsessed with songwriting and storytelling. Like they didn't have that context of me when they heard the song. And so I wasn't really sure. But honestly, what really helped is my publicist, Avery, who's here with me today. She like killed the whole storytelling of like me coming into country. And like, I don't think I would have been as well received if she wasn't on the team at all. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Country star with celiacs from California.
Country star, can't eat gluten. Breaking news.
Okay, let me ask you one more. You said that you were going to change the culture of country music.
I said that?
You said that.
When did I say this?
I don't know. To Rolling Stone or something. I'm here to change
Sounds
the
like something I would
culture
say. Okay,
of country music. Can you go into like what detail of what culture are you here to change?
I think, okay, hold on. There's a couple different things I'd like to change.
All right.
Have you seen my merch?
I have not.
Okay, so it's country merch, but there's no O in country.
I get it.
That is one thing that I have kind of been a big proponent of is taking back power.
Okay.
I should have brought you a hat. Honestly, I was thinking about it. I was like, I feel like he'd want a hat. And I started this merch brand. It's just like my merch, but I thought it was a really cool play on words, but also it's about like taking back this word that's been used in such derogatory terms throughout history towards women and taking it back. And now girls are like, oh my God, girl, you are serving cunt today. Like you look so good. You look so good. Okay. You know? And so it's kind of a play on that of being like, we're taking our power back, you know, like we own this.
I love it.
And so it's kind of a narrative on that. And that's how I kind of want to change country music because right now on the charts, there's like no girls. There's me, thank God. But like, where the girls at? On the Country Central Power Play rankings, Megan Maroney.
Wow.
That's it. That's literally it. Okay. So like, what's up, guys? You know? What's up?
I love this. What's the secret if someone was saying, what's the secret to go viral on TikTok?
I think you actually have to genuinely like what you're posting. Because a lot of people post like, oh, this will do well. This will do well. This will do well. It's like, first off, that's exhausting because I've done that before and it sucks. But when I was posting all that Austin content, I was genuinely so excited about it. I loved doing the line dance. I saw the vision. I saw how big this thing could be. And that's what made me so excited to post about it. And even like the visualizer and stuff. Like I think that's why it turned out so well. That was literally a one take because we only had enough Super 8 for one take. So it's like if you mess up, girl don't have a visualizer, you know? And so it was like, it was showtime and like stuff like that. I know it's a lot of pressure, but it's fun. Wow. Like that's what makes art so fun is like, okay, we got to really rely on our training to like pop off right now, you know?
And your album's out and you're going on tour. What's next for you, like to infinity and beyond?
Next, okay, Dashville, USA, the headline tour. Very excited about that. You should come. Okay. I got you on Tix. I'm very excited about that. I'm so excited about how fast it sold out. So I feel like the energy in those crowds is going to be like really, really fun.
That's sweet.
Yeah. And then I'm going to Europe for some headlines and some festival days.
Are you nervous about that?
A little bit, but I have my first tour bus.
Wow.
The double decker.
She's
going to be cute. 16 beds. Yeah.
Wow.
I know my dad's already like, can I come?
That's so sweet. Your dad's going to sub out the bus?
I think my dad's going to come, yeah.
Okay.
My brother wants to come. My mom wants to come.
Wow.
My parents' dream is like to go on tour with their kids and like help sell merch. But they want a job. That's the funny thing is like put us to work, which is cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You're living it right now. I love to see this. This is great.
Thanks.
Well, that's cool. Well, we love the song.
Thanks.
And I hope people dig into the album. And
deluxe version of the album's coming out.
Okay.
Yeah,
this
summer. There's
cool.
something. I missed that. Oops.
You're good?
Yes. The deluxe version is coming out. Did Not comes out on Friday. Oh my God, this Friday.
It is?
Oh my God, yeah. I need to post some stuff.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Comes out on Friday.
Well, dude, thank you for stopping by. Hey, you're awesome. All right, we'll bring in Billy Dukes from behind the camera to talk about this interview here with Dasha. What you think, man?
Love Dasha. Really, this was like she's the person I kind of wanted her to be. I mean, she kind of presents herself as kind of like this boss with like this confidence in this song. And that's how she came across in this interview, is someone who's like totally cool, but like in charge and not afraid to make a few bold decisions.
Yeah, and she's certainly not afraid to speak her mind. I wonder. I think that coming from a couple different things, coming from a different format. I guess like being a little poppy, before, I guess, and then just being young and speaking her mind and not being afraid. I love it.
Appreciated that right off the top you got the name pronunciation out of the way.
Yeah, I learned my lesson with Warren Zeiters.
Yeah, well, I mean, people don't know. We've seen her name. It's been read, but, you might not know how to pronounce it. And I think I go back to when Jason Aldean first came out and everybody was pronouncing his name Jason Aldean until his publicist at the time sent an email with the correct phonetic pronunciation of Jason Aldean.
That's interesting. Sometimes artists go with it. In the case of Ariana Grande, her actual pronunciation is Ariana Grande. And then somebody first mentioned her as Grande, and she's like, that sounds cool. Let's go with that. So I guess you never know.
What stood out to you about her? Like when you left this interview, what was like the first thing you were excited to tell your wife or someone about?
Oh, man. Honestly, like everything. I thought that she was bold in talking about changing the culture of country music and what she's here to do. And I just think the whole aspect of it and her whole aura and everything she said was just cool. I really enjoyed hearing, her talk about Kelsea Ballerini and stuff like that and playing that back to her. And that was cool.
Her goal is to take back the C word for women. And I thought that was ambitious, to say the least. I was like, oh, okay. We're going to try to normalize that word. All right.
It sounds like she has merch and stuff coming, right?
Well, she does. No, yeah. You can find it on her Instagram page. I was looking at it as camouflaged gear is what I saw, like camouflaged hats and shirts with the C word on the top.
Yeah.
I might have a little ways to go before I pick up one of those and put it on my head. But, I've never been like an early adopter of new trends. So I say go for it, girl. Don't. I'm not hating on her. I'm just saying I'm always a little slow to these things.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't think I'm touching that one either. I think she's just kind of on her own island with that one. Good juice there at the front about the story behind the song Austin and the guy who inspired it. I thought it was it was interesting to me how it was based on a real story, but she obviously changed a lot of the lyrics and even the message to be something totally different. Yeah, and I don't know. I think we both had in the moment, I think we both had differing reasons why we thought it was weird that the guy hasn't hit her up in a couple years. To me, I thought it was like the guy. I thought that's a power move. Like, it's about you if you obviously were with her and you don't hit her up. Like, I don't know. I would hit up even if it was someone I never even talked to. If she got famous and wrote a song about me, even if it didn't mention my name, and I knew it was me, I would at least hit her up. I think that was a major power move.
I would tend to. If nothing else, then just say, hey, you got me, or, good one there, or hey, I dig the song, or something along those lines. Just sure. I don't know. I mean, maybe he's embarrassed. He's got this other girlfriend. Do you think the other girlfriend would like him hitting up Dasha about this song? I don't think that would go well if she got a hold of his phone and saw Dasha in the text history, that's not going to be a fun conversation for him.
Well, do you think that he just doesn't even mention it? Like to her? That's what I was wondering. Like, she was like, yeah, he's got a new girlfriend. So does he even mention it to her? Like, hey, this is actually about me. I actually know this girl. And then, B, like, what would his wife feel about that?
Yeah, no, well, I don't think he's married, just dating someone. But yeah, I think you have to, because she's going to find out somehow, right?
I guess so, yeah.
She's going to figure it out. These complex questions. I don't know what to do with these times.
I would like to start a conspiracy theory that based off of Dasha's aura and the similarities in their names, I want to start a conspiracy that Dasha is Kesha's little sister.
Okay.
They both come from hippie parents. They both kind of have the similar look. They both have the kind of similar, take this and shove it attitude. I want to start the theory that I think that's her sister.
Is Kesha also 6 feet tall?
Yes, Kesha is very tall.
She
yes.
is? Oh, well. All right. Yeah, I'll ride with you, Evan.
Yeah, and if you already named a kid Kesha, why not Dasha?
I came back from a couple weeks vacation. I'm very agreeable to new ideas.
I love it.
I'm here with this. The new Billy Dukes. I'm like, I'm up to give any, as long as no one's getting hurt, I'm up to give anything a try.
All right. Yeah, I like it, man. That's my new thing, man. So that's Kesha's sister.
So, on a serious note, I find Dasha kind of be in a really interesting spot because she is bold and she's trying to change country music. She's got this song that has some pop beats to it. Oftentimes, I think country radio has that's rubbed some country radio programmers the wrong way. Like, this isn't a genre that has embraced the strong woman very frequently, which sucks, but it's kind of the reality. But she seems to be just throttling down and going for it. And not even too worried about that, which I'm holding my breath a little bit for because I want her to be successful. Her ride is going to be an interesting ride.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting follow-up. I know she released a new song recently, and I also wondered, I know you're going to ask me something I wish I would have asked her, but I one of the things I wish I would have asked her is if it bothers her that some of the reason that it went viral was because people made a dance to it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
It's not by any means like, honky tonk badonkadonk or do the 2-line 2-step and all that stuff. It's a song about a guy that sucks, and then there's a dance to it. And that's part of the reason why it caught on, I would say. And, I wonder if that bothers her or if she's just like, I don't care as long as it catches on.
Well, songs that have dances, it has not been a great, there's not been a great follow-up to those kinds of songs, if you know what I'm saying. Like, Walker Hayes comes to mind. He had a good follow-up with AA, but after that, he hasn't had the same radio success. Beyonce, she hasn't really dropped another single since her song. I'm thinking of Blanco Brown with the Get Up. Breland, I think did he have a dance with the Don't Touch My Truck?
Like My Truck, yeah. I think that had a dance, yeah.
Yeah, I do worry about dance from that perspective. That's a good question. Is there a dance curse?
Yeah, there you go. There's no Chris Stapleton dances, and he's winning all the awards. So I don't know.
That's a good point. A Chris Stapleton dance, probably not going to get it.
Although if he does, I'm there for it.
So at the end of the day, did you decide she is a celiac or not?
Oh, yes. Okay, so that is something I went home to talk to my wife about because my wife has celiac, as does yours.
Yeah.
I don't know. My wife was like, she thinks it's an allergic thing because she was talking about the EpiPen, which it's not. So I don't know. I think she does. And just is that age group of people that just doesn't want to go to the doctor.
Well, that's the stupid thing kind of about it. Well, my wife never really truly got diagnosed. Her condition is very similar to what Dasha is describing, but she does carry around an EpiPen with her. But like when she was 22, they wouldn't pay for the test. And nowadays, the only way to get tested is to go and they'll tell you to start eating gluten for a month. So you got to make yourself sick for a month just to find out you weren't supposed to be eating gluten. And that seems just ridiculous. Why would you even do that?
Does the EpiPen work if you eat gluten and your stomach starts hurting? Because I thought celiac hurts you over time.
No. I think the EpiPen's maybe just for a general. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. EpiPen's a little bit of a security blanket. Like, I don't think it doesn't have any effect if she accidentally eats some gluten, but if she eats she's allergic to a whole bunch of pollens and stuff like that too. So if something gets real bad, boom, she's got the EpiPen. But she's never had to use it in the 20 years I've known her. My wife's she's never used it.
Is it the same one?
You got to get it replaced every few years, which is a little bit of a source of some contention because they're not cheap. But
yeah.
I can't exactly tell my wife she can't carry around her life-saving. It's one of those arguments that you just can't win. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I mean, if you need, I know a guy that works behind the Whataburger there. I could probably get you an EpiPen, buy one get one free, 2 for 99 cents.
The black market EpiPen market is strong. Okay, well, I might maybe. We'll see how that goes.
I'm just saying, man.
I'm like, it's $100. That's a lot for an EpiPen. My wife's like, yeah, but I could die. And then it's like, okay, we've game check, game set match. I don't have anything to do.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? I mean, yeah, you're right. You're not able to stand a chance to that one.
Nothing. I'm done.
But I'm a big fan of Dasha. I almost said Kesha. I'm a big fan of Dasha at the end of the day, and I really do hope she has more success because she is a flamethrower. She is ready to roll.
100%. And I'm gonna go listen to her full album now. I'm really intrigued.
All right, just don't eat gluten.